Star Trek's Multiverse, 3 timelines updated with every TV show and movie so far. An updated Star Trek timeline shows the franchise's multiverse, consisting of 3 timelines that encompass the prime reality, J.J. Abrams' alternate Kelvin reality, and the mirror universe. Star Trek created its own multiverse with the introduction of the mirror universe in Star Trek, the original series, Season 2. The darker mirror reality has been revisited in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Enterprise, and Star Trek Discovery. In 2009, J.J. Abrams' Star Trek movie reboot created an entirely new Kelvin timeline where Captain James T. Kirk, Chris Pine, and the crew of the USS Enterprise live different lives. On Twitter/X, @TrekInTheTube updated the timelines of Star Trek for 2024, with the only major addition being the end of Star Trek Picard Season 3 in 2402. Timelines of Star Trek tracks the progress of the franchise's 3 main realities over 1,000 years, starting with the 22nd century of Star Trek Enterprise to the 32nd century of Star Trek Discovery, along with the occasions when the timelines have intersected. Included are all of the canonical Star Trek movies and TV series. Check out @TrekInTheTube's post and click on the image below to zoom into it. How Star Trek's timelines and multiverse could change in 2024. 2024 could potentially see some significant additions and alterations to the timelines of Star Trek. Star Trek Discovery Season 5 is the final season that ends Captain Michael Burnham's, Sonequa Martin Green, 32nd Century Adventures. But Disco should also set up 2025 a Star Trek Starfleet Academy series, which is believed to be set after Discovery to continue the 32nd century. Star Trek Section 31, the made-for-streaming film starring Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh as Emperor Philippa Georgiou, could be a wild card since it's unclear when in the timeline it takes place. Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 also centers on an expedition to an alternate 25th century timeline as Admiral Catherine Janeway, Kate Mulgrew, launches the USS Voyager to rescue Captain Chakotay. Star Trek movies that are reportedly in development could also impact the timelines of Star Trek. A Star Trek origin movie set decades before J.J. Abrams' Star Trek 2009 could slot in sometime after Star Trek Enterprise. Star Trek IV, said to be the final chapter of the Star Trek movies starring Chris Pine, would also continue the Kelvin timeline past where Star Trek Beyond left off in 2263. And if Star Trek Picard gets a continuation movie or spin-off TV series, that would also push Star Trek further into the 25th century of the prime timeline.